Oh, what up, y'all? It's your boy Night2727, and this is part two. Basically, I needed to make a part two because there was like 400 megabytes just for part one. These HD videos take up a lot of space. Forgot that. So basically, Castlevania needs to be that game to do it right with these 3D character models. Because I know people are already turned off because it's not 2D sprites, which is stupid. But these 3D character models need to show that if you're gonna remake something, remake it right, update it to today's times. We're tired of paying all this money for the same stuff that I could have played years ago on the Game Boy Advance. So hopefully they do it right. Now, speaking of like 2D, I've been keeping my eye on Code of Princess, which is basically a 2D, side scroller beat 'em up, and this is supposed to have competitive online and co-op. So I'm going to be checking that out soon. Hopefully, I'll be able to pick it up soon, but I'm going to be picking up WWE 13. That's the main thing I want to get. So maybe after that, and I will probably play that and review it since it's a beat 'em up. Shouldn't take that long. Another thing I wanted to talk about was what was it? The matter of fact, the shooters. That's what I'm gonna bring up. The shooters. We have this Circle Pad Pro now, so now the 3DS has two analog sticks and are not utilizing it in the correct way. I'm thinking of we're gonna get a bunch of shooters. One thing that Nintendo needs to do is bring their shooters to the 3DS. Metroid Prime was on the DS, and that did a great job on the DS. So why not bring it back? And another Metroid Prime for the 3DS. That would be smart, and that actually would be good because you have two analog sticks now. They made so many first-person shooters for the DS, but yet it only had, it didn't even have an analog stick. Matter of fact, it had a D-pad and a touchscreen and with face buttons. But yet now that we have two analog sticks, nobody wants to make any first-person shooters for the 3DS. What sense does that make? You make Call of Duties were on the DS, but now there's nothing on the 3DS. Matter of fact, like they just made like a Modern Warfare for the DS. Instead of putting it while the 3DS was out, they put it to the DS. They had Black Ops on DS. They have so much stuff. So maybe it's just a case where they don't want to develop it. Maybe it's just a company. But okay, so what's your excuse for Metroid Prime? What's their excuse for Conduit? Where is that at? We seen the tech demo back when the 3DS was still kind of fresh. So it's about that time where Conduit should be coming out. And the thing with Conduit, it needs to have bots. I know people don't like bots, and for you people who claim, go to the forum boards and say that you shouldn't put bots in the game, you are completely selfish. The point is that bots are going to be in the game, but they're going to keep the multiplayer. It's not like they're going to take the multiplayer out just for bots. They're still going to have online. Let's say, for the 3DS sake, it doesn't have 3G like the Vita does. So if I'm on the bus, I can play like a team deathmatch or something like that. If I'm on a long car ride, I can still play team deathmatch. But for selfish people who don't want to end the game, we're not going to get stuff like that. So let's say I'm on a bus playing team deathmatch. Somebody has the same game in the 3DS. Maybe they should be able to hop in my game, and we can, go like that. Or you can also go online. Two different features is what I'm trying to say. We need features like that to add replay value. So it can have its storyline, it can have its online, and since the 3DS is using things like the friends list and be able to jump into games, you can do that, and also bots. That would make sense, and I'm hoping that they would do things like that. That's going to appeal to the hardcore gamers. And another genre that we're lacking is wrestling. I know a lot of people claim that they don't like wrestling, but they probably still watch it anyway. I love wrestling, and you gotta admit that there's sold out events. There's always people in every seat when you watch it on TV. People love wrestling, and the fact that they did not put WWE 12 or 13 on the 3DS is a dumb move. What they did, and they should not be able to base it off of how bad WWE All Stars did, because let me tell you why that was bad. WWE All Stars is basically TNA's game that people said was bad. WWE stole TNA Impact's engine and then made you be able to fly. It's basically saying, ha, we're going to steal your game, we're going to take it, and we're going to sell it the way you couldn't. And we're even going to put an exaggerated spin on it, and people are still going to love it. You're no competition to us. That's what WWE All Stars was about. So, they basically put that out on the same day as WWE 12, which was that big game that revived the wrestling game series. You know, it was basically getting stale. Now you have the new Predator technology where things are more fluid, and it did help a lot. It did make the game so much more, fresh and new. And then you sell an old game like WWE All Stars, which came tremendously late on the 3DS. It was already out on the PS3, the Xbox 360, the Nintendo Wii, and the PSP, maybe the PC. I'm not sure about the PC, but then the price had already dropped on all of those systems, and then you release it for $40 on the 3DS. No, the only people that's gonna buy is the people that didn't already have it already. That's why that did bad. If you guys would have just ported the Wii version of WWE 12 to the 3DS, and I know it's possible because the 3DS is equal to and or greater than the 3DS. Show games like Resident Evil Revelations are surpassing the Wii. Games that showed it to be like just about equal would be Spider-Man at the time, The Amazing Spider-Man, Captain America Super Soldier, and WWE All Stars. All games that can equal the Wii in graphics. They look just about the same on both platforms, just the difference is the Wii had the Wiimotes and the 3DS had 3D and buttons. So kids love to play as John Cena, they want to play as CM Punk. And like WWE 13, people my age have watched the Attitude Era, so it's replay value, and that's something that would have actually sold a lot. They're avoiding these hardcore games, they're avoiding everything, and I don't know what the strategy is right now, but Nintendo isn't really doing too hot right now. If they were to create these kind of things, or at least 2013 need to have all of this, then they can really blow up, because right now it's pretty much another drought. There's not really too much to play right now on the 3DS. So that's why I've been switching to Android. So while we wait for something good to come out, I'm going to try to get some Android reviews and probably review the phone that I have. So stay tuned. I still will be working on 3DS stuff, and I will be back shortly with some more videos. Once again, I'm Night2727, trying to upgrade the quality to HD. Thanks for watching.